Embrace a greener future. The top 10 reasons to switch to an electric car.
If you're one of the 38% of Americans who say they're very likely or somewhat likely to seriously consider buying an electric vehicle or EV for their next purchase, then pay close attention.
At Go Green Hub here, we have accumulated the top 10 reasons you should consider swapping out your gas-powered car for a fully electric vehicle.
10? I think there are more reasons than just 10, but okay, we'll go with just 10.
We're going to list the reasons and then later in the video, follow up with in-depth explanation and details. So stay with us.
So here are the top 10 here. Electric vehicles, first of all, are better for the environment, and they're even becoming just as safe, if not safer, than regular cars. They're also cheaper, easier to maintain. You'll no longer have to go to the gas pump or spend money on gas. You can receive rebates and tax credits from the government. And now, really, the total cost of ownership is lower than gas-powered cars. There's more charging stations popping up all over the place. There's more EV options at the dealers from the manufacturers are becoming available. You can enjoy all these special perks, and you'll be supporting the electric vehicle industry. So let's get into it. Number one is they are better for the environment. Obviously, electric cars go hand in hand with saving the environment. Not only considering the tailpipe emissions, but think of the pollution coming out from the oil refineries that produce the gasoline and diesel. If you've ever driven by one of these refineries, you'll agree that there is a stinky cloud of pollutants hanging over for miles. And don't forget that in the long run, EVs will contribute to the reduction of air pollution and help mitigate climate change all over the world.
Number two, they're just as safe, if not safer. The IIS, or Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, has stated that we can now say with confidence that making cars in the U.S. more environmentally friendly doesn't require any compromises in terms of safety. Many EVs are getting awards for top safety pick, which means the engineering towards safety is only getting better. At present, the auto manufacturers have plenty of years of experience in crash testing and studying real-life accidents to make all cars safer.
Number three, EVs are cheaper and easier to maintain. Everyone knows what it's like having engine problems, transmission slippage, oil leaks, and other gasoline problems, where these are just frustrating, expensive, and not to mention time-consuming. So EVs obviously eliminate most moving parts, and one feature is that they incorporate a direct drive, which means electric motors attached to the wheels. This results in thousands of less parts that can wear out compared to a regular internal combustion engine car.
Number four, you'll no longer have to pump gas or spend gas money. How nice would it be to no longer have to stand outside at a dirty gas station in the hot summer, like here in Arizona, or freezing cold somewhere in the northern countries, or pouring rain every few weeks. With an electric car, you can charge it overnight at your home, the same way you plug in your phone, your smartphone every night. Most people have to make a side stop to a gas station just to fill up. You may have had to leave a little earlier, for work or get home a little bit later than normal to fill up the gas tank. I find it crazy trying to pull out or pull in a gas station because everyone is in some kind of irrational hurry.
Number five, you can receive rebates and tax credit. Everyone has heard of the tax credits and rebates, but making sense of them is always confusing if you're not a CPA. We're not giving any tax advice here, but when this video is being produced, the USA is giving up to $7,500 in federal tax credits. The best thing is to ask the EV dealer for some paperwork and explanation, then seek advice from your tax professional. Be careful of the dealer telling that you're gonna save $7,500 back on your income tax return, which may not be correct. When your salesperson is sitting down with you in that high pressure sales worksheet, don't let them say, hey, minus $7,500 here, and make the car look less expensive up front for you.
Number six, the total cost of ownership is lower than gas-powered cars. Let's face it, EVs have a higher sticker price than the cheap gasoline equivalents. Consider the different trim levels, the price levels, when you compare an EV to standard models you see everywhere. Most EVs have bells and whistles that are just not standard on base gas models like Autopilot, Autopark, and Tesla's Smart Summon. Wow, that's something new. If you don't know what Smart Summon is, it's a feature. Let's say you're at a restaurant or a mall and you click the app and the car comes to you.
That's right. So number 7 here, more charging stations are popping up all over the place. Public charging stations, according to usafacts.org, there are 100 charging stations per 1,000 electric vehicles in the United States currently. Looking at California, they're the only state right now that they've got the highest rate of charging stations to EVs in the country. The US government is funding more public charging stations to roll out into the future. Tesla and everyone else have agreed on one standard plug, so while there may be challenges now, it will get better. Keep in mind that the more public stations that go up, there will also be more EVs on the road, and we'll have to keep an eye on that. And yes, we know that the question still remains, is our electric infrastructure able to handle the proposed energy draw?
Number 8, more EV options are becoming available. Every car dealer is now offering at least one electric vehicle. Because of politics, and you know how that is, the environment and oil prices recently during the 2020s, there has been a race to convert automakers' productions to include complete lineup of EVs, starting at just a sedan to the SUV to the pickup truck, and now even a large 80,000-pound gross tractor trailer is available, with more to come. Number 9, you can enjoy special perks. Everybody likes perks, especially me, and special treatment. I know I do. I used to envy people who got to drive in the carpool lane with only one person in it because they were alternate fuel vehicles. Right now, there is literally no gas tax for an EV, no waiting in line for emissions, no having to stop at the gas station. Some places have preferred parking right up front in the shade if you have an EV to plug in. We know these perks will eventually go away as more people adopt EVs. But for now, imagine the time and headaches of not having to deal with the petroleum-based services and costs.
Number 10 is you're going to support the electric vehicle industry as a whole. There's an old saying, build it and they will come. And in EV terms, buy the EV, the charging stations will come. More people will adopt the change process. In addition, other industries and machinery will start investing in non-fossil fuel machines soon to follow. We may not be able to stop the cutting down of the rainforest or the refreeze of the Arctic, but we can certainly make small changes in our own home at an individual level. So to do our small part together to make a big difference as a whole.
So to sum it all up, everyone knows that fossil fuels are limited and can't get replaced because once they've burned up, they're gone. Each person can have an effect on the whole by doing their part. So please consider, if not now, maybe soon, buy an EV for your next vehicle. We at Go Green Hub appreciate your valuable time and thank you very much for watching. Hey, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing to help the YouTube algorithm share our cause with more people. Go Green. Thank you and have a great day. Yes, the Go Green Hub is the go-to source for all things of sustainable energy and transportation.